You've probably seen Donald Trump on Twitter today calling for Bubba Wallace to apologize, saying that the noose was a hoax. You see him talking about the Indians and the Redskins and how they're being politically correct and changing the name and taking a shot at Elizabeth Warren, who he calls Pocahontas, and things like that. Let me tell you something. Donald Trump understands right now the only way that he's going to win a reelection is if he gets every single racist in America to vote for him. And when I talk about racist in America, I'm not talking about the ones who wear their hoods out in plain view now. I'm not talking about the ones that you see me out every day on BSO. I'm not talking about the Tiki Torch guys. I'm not talking about the 5-follower Twitter who trolls everybody anytime you put something up about racism. I'm talking about the underground racist. If you don't know what the underground racist is, it's probably somebody that you know, your neighbor, your coworker, somebody that you have coffee with, someone that you see at the grocery store every day, your mailman. You simply do not know. Also, these people are higher ups that you wouldn't know about, people in power. We see it when we see the Karens and things of that nature. These are the races that when they talk to you, you can tell because they treat you nice. They talk to you like a regular person. You say, no way, Bill and Jennifer could be racist. But these are also the same people that go inside their house. And when they talk, they say, I don't understand why Black people are tearing down statues. I don't understand what's the big deal about the Confederate flag. These are the same people that say, if George Floyd would have just complied, none of this would have happened. These are the people that have cops, as friends. The conversations that happen behind closed doors are the races that you should really be afraid of. Because when people go to vote, you don't see who they vote for. And that's why you can never, ever believe polls, because polls, you have to be honest. And a lot of people don't want to be honest with their support of Trump because they know they can be the next contestant on the Summer Jam screen. Now, it's very important to note that Donald Trump doesn't like any of these people. He doesn't like his MAGA supporters. He doesn't like Republicans. He doesn't like Democrats. He would never let the MAGA people that you see at a NASCAR race or these rallies with their Confederate flags and their Trump flags, he would never let them within 50 feet of Trump Tower. He would never let them within 5 feet of him. All he cares about is Donald Trump. He cares about power. He cares about money. He cares about control. It's classic white supremacy. And he's willing to use these people that he don't like at all because he knows he can manipulate them into getting power. That's how white people are able to fail up. They're able to fail up because they're able to manipulate people to say, well, hey, this is a white guy that's made all of this quote unquote money, a successful quote unquote businessman. None of this is true. He's just white. He just gets a lot of opportunities. That is the difference between being a Black person in this country and a white person in this country. As a Black person in this country, your margin of error is basically zero. If you make any type of mistakes, you getting back to the point that you were at is very, very difficult. And trust me, I would know that better than a lot of people. But if you're white, you can make as many mistakes as you want, and you can continue to rise up to the top. Donald Trump is one of the worst people in the country, and he's our president. That should tell you a lot about where our country is at right now, is that Donald Trump, of all people, could become president of the United States, the most powerful country in the world. He doesn't want to talk about the coronavirus. He doesn't want to talk about how stupid we are as a country. Every other country in the world, their charts with the coronavirus go like this. Ours goes like this because we're arrogant. We're ignorant. We think that we're better than everybody else. It's one of those things that the United States has been put in this bubble, and we think that everybody is better. The United States is better than everybody. You want an example of that? Let me give you an example of that. Have you ever heard this from white people before? White people always tell, like, say, a Mexican person that speaks Spanish or whatever. They say, you know something, if you're in our country, you need to learn how to speak English or go back to Mexico, right? But then have you ever noticed a white person, they go on an international vacation, they go to Italy or they go to France or something. And what's the first thing they say? These people need to know how to speak English. That's the hypocrisy of the United States of America. So no, I'm not surprised that Donald Trump is going on racist rants on Twitter. It's the only way that he can win. It's very, very important that you go out to vote. I'm not saying Joe Biden is great. He's not the greatest candidate of all time. But what I am telling you is, as a black man, as a black person in this country, I am not sure that we can survive another 4 years under Trump. So vote wisely and don't vote for Kanye.